Good morning. It is cloudy, but calm winds today, and I have a chore list, but not too jam-packed. We'll be wrapping up Terry Repairy today. I got my caulking for the roof and a longer tube for the water tank. Don't need to explain it, we'll show it. I've been sleeping on the couch ever since my rollover wreck. I sleep in my bed and my entire arms seem to fall asleep to extreme pain levels. Chiropractor's working on it, but yeah, interesting. So right after the wreck, with the broken rib and fractured vertebrae, I couldn't lay down in my bed, so I had to sleep propped up on my couch for several weeks. And so it just kind of, so I'm making the couch. I'm not making my bed this morning, I'm making the couch. It's where I've been sleeping. And yoga has gotten to be really important. Like yoga because it shows me how different movements of my body can feel in different areas, and I can learn its mobility and how far I can push it or not push it, and just different movements. You just not just square all day. We need to move around, and yoga kind of like, I don't know, I'm clumsy as hell, so when I'm out, I think it saved me. When I trip and fall, I'm able to balance and catch myself and land on my feet like a black cat. So yoga's great. I've done it for 15 plus years, and it's helped straighten out scoliosis. It can be meditative. It can also allow too much time to be toxic in the brain. I try to interrupt that with podcasts, Muji or Huberman Lab or Nutshell Lady. Yeah, that's good. Or meditate, do a Vipassana, or nothing. Just listen to the wood stove fan. I feel like I've just mellowed out a lot lately. There's been some mental transitions in realizing how much I live in fear. All my life, just in fear. Even though things are happening and going on, and take it in, it's good, bad, all this stuff, but the underlying aspect has been living in fear. Fear of something bad gonna happen. So you take off and leave or run, or just keep looking. When you're in one spot, keep looking for something else. And it's not really it's a discontent. Yeah, like people might think that this is doing that, being move around and stuff. Running, it can be, or it could be just partly nomadic. You're just nomadic. I feel like I'm a nomad. I love to move around. I get bored easily. That's just a personality. But it's distinctly shadowed by fear. And I'm realizing. And so I'm shifting with this perspective of living in fear for so long. I'm shifting away, and it's calm me. I still have rage attacks, not far less. And I don't like them, and I don't want those, but it's part of the fear. And so if I'm able to process out that fear and do a mental shift, then I'm not living in fear. Doesn't mean I can't be a nomad. I mean, road life looks good for a little while. Like, why not? People go live in Europe for 6 months. Well, why not? Develop, discover, or just be. Finding ways to just be. Just where you're comfortable to just be. Just to be you. Or can you do that in any scenario? Can you just be in any situation while you're so uncomfortable? When life seems so threatening and uncomfortable, and maybe it is. Maybe it truly is. Or maybe it just feels that way in your mind. But can you be comfortable in the most discomfort? I think of days on the fire line where we'd be out, 12, 15 hours, and they're like, okay, we got to bed down for a little bit, but we're not making camp. So you just sit on the ground, and your line gear sitting on you becomes your prop and your tool in your hand, and you just sit and go and bed down. Throw a sweatshirt on and bed down. How uncomfortable, right? I'm feeling like I was more comfortable in those situations than my current life, of realizing how much discomfort lies in living in fear. Fear of getting fired, fear of my house burning down, fear of all of it, anything. So, just some evolution. Especially listening to the Muji guy. He's pretty cool. He definitely has a lot to say about that, meshing the mind with the heart. And so I don't know what that means still, but it's working just to listen. I maybe not even meditating every day. I haven't been meditating every day, but I'm listening to these, and just it helps shift. So blessed thee, all of you, whoever you are, no one. Everyone, no one. I'm gonna finish and get out to my Terry trailer. I do need to get some firewood cut, though, for my teeny tiny stove. I think this stove was made to handle those pre-made logs made out of like sawdust. I use those for fire starters, but I don't burn that. I burn firewood, real firewood that I harvested myself. So I have to cut it into this. I don't know why they make stoves so small, and I'm really bummed that I bought this stove, but it is what it is. It has a blower and it heats up the house pretty okay. It has not been freezing cold like it can be, negative 20 some plus here, and then the wind, like horribly devastating in the cold temps. Frozen pipes. It hasn't been that yet. I don't know if it's gonna be. It seems like a pretty mild winter already, but that's okay. I'm burning this firewood that I got myself, and yeah, I at least can see it. Can you see it? Gotta cut some firewood. Yoga! How do those look? Good old bugs. Pull back over. Been doing garden work. Shit. So, a few weeks ago, I had piles out here that got burned. And I've been hemming and hawing about moving my garden because I don't do well where it's at. And it was going to be to move it out here on this bench and make beds. But inspiration arose when I saw a burned out area in little plots. And this big one here of ash. So I have been moving soil from my garden way over there. That's like way over there. Moving it per wheelbarrow to dump out here, and I'm mixing it with shavings I get from cutting my firewood. It's like looking like good soil. I get the weeds, but that's what I burned, was what I cut out of there. So it might get a little more sun in here. That spot over there is a little shady. We'll see. I don't know. More shit to do when you're just out here. I don't know. I just need shit to do. Anyways, I need the wheelbarrow. It's full. You gonna come down here, Tuck? Tuck. Yeah, here's my wheelbarrow. I need that to move firewood. This was the pumpkin patch. So I broke down all the dirt mounds that were covered in straw, and I'm moving all that soil. This has a lot of wood chips in it too that I gathered from a place up the road just for my house that somebody dumped a bunch, and they're like, yeah, get it. Moving, like stirring it up and getting them worked and soil in, like in the mornings before work, at a time I don't want to be occupied by a device, so I don't video it. I just come out and it's my morning activity outside before I'm sitting behind computers all day. So I come out and I'm doing this, and it's nice, but I could share the progress when I have the opportunity to... Hey, you dirt. Be able to eyeball it and not have to measure with the blade. But that stove is so small, I cut her off shy of 16, then over. side that's checked. That is good fire starter. When I have very little coals or actually just getting a fire going, I want to put this sappy edge of this Doug fir, the good wood, on the flame and it'll catch nice sappy. Oh, it just smells so, oh, so like the best aroma. Oh my God. Had a little leftover debris from last time, so, and cleaning up the tree that came down over there. It's still laying right there. Big old chunk came out of that bull pine. You can see the top out. That thing is like 40, 50 feet away from where the top landed. That's how windy it was. It was a mess. It was fun. With the grinder to see, and the scraper, and I need light. That's why the door needs to open, but it's so fucking heavy. Well, that actually went better than a lot of other times. Uh-oh. No! Passerby. Oh, people get lost out here. Because I'm the only house on the road. Terry! Okay, I gotta get on top. Terry Repairy. I hope to finish it. I procrastinate because it's so cold in the morning. And I'm like, it's not gonna take that long. And then every time it just takes a long time. Well, I guess I can put it over there. Because in here, and the grinder. I might grind a little bit. I should probably get a wire brush on here. I forgot I already did the Gorilla roof tape on that, so shoot. And then I was just gonna caulk around it. Caulk! It didn't leak, it had some wear showing on the silver paint, or it's not the tar mud, it's just silver plaster or something that I think came from the factory. I'm not sure if they slapped it on. It was on the front and the rear as well, except the front and rear also had the black tar. This did not. But the silver shit is also kind of coming up, so I wanted to make sure, but it doesn't leak as far as I know, but we don't want it to. But right now I need to get the interior put back together, which means I need to first do the caulking up here. So get to town, get to it. Videotape is hard. You gotta fucking move your shit around all the time. And I guess it did have a little tar right here, but it's chipping. It's doing okay. Burning slow. Hopefully it backs right into that. I'm not so good, but it'll do. It's the roof of an old camper that just needs to not leak when we go to the mountains or go get ketamine. Ha! ladder work this project. It's fun. It's a good workout. Getting up and down ladders. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe when I do this. I just want to flatten it out. Make sure it's on the seam of the tape. Not like it looks any worse than it did. It's like having a beater car. As long as it runs, who cares what it looks like. Besides, my trailer's cute as shit inside. I can't wait to put it back together. Sketchy! Don't want the ladder to tip. More better. As I put it on the other side, I'm gonna have to move all these. Let's just do this. Oh, okay. Oh, that one's the cracked one. Okay. And then I can get the water tank set up. Finished. Back together. Whoop whoop. Terry. Okay, now I can see the fire. While I work on the tank. Don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. Great. Okay. I can come all the way higher now. I don't need to get in there no more except to switch. Yeah, I can reach in there and just switch those. I think I'm good. I think I can put it back together. I'm so excited. Woo! Gotta match these up with the nails, which is pretty easy. They're all kind of cockeyed, although they got bent a little bit, but prying them off. That's all right. Let's see this way, I think. Getting some. gonna put this bed back together and clean up and get the tool shit out of here. And I still have like a week and a half before it hits the road to my first ketamine treatment. We'll see. Probably see you then. Yeehaw! I'm so excited. This is like wrapping up this phase. Much needed. Did blow a leak, sprung a leak. Oh, I do have some nails I still gotta finish up there. Tidbit things, but the majority of this project has wrapped up. And what? I don't even know. I don't even know. 3 months, I think. Well, and I gave myself 5. So yeah, great. I'm glad. I'm so just glad. I'm just like very content with this. It's satisfying to know I'm completing something that I've never done before and didn't know shit about until I researched it. And when I bought the trailer, I knew it had rot, and I gummed myself up to saying I'm not going to get overwhelmed with that and let trauma, unresolved trauma, emotions of unresolved trauma trigger me into feeling overwhelmed by something like that. And I took it on. I took it on to like do that, to force myself kind of into that. I don't want to say force, but like take it on as something to temper me or something to just like say like, yes, you can do this, and don't let it daunt you and don't let it overwhelm you. And I really never got overwhelmed with this project at all. Did I dream about it? Yeah. Did I think about it at night? Yeah. And I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I gotta get Terry done. But it just, I knew it'd get done, and it's getting done this phase. I think it just doesn't need much. Like, I don't want to do anything to make it unoriginal. It already has things that are unoriginal. So, it just needs to not leak and roll down the road safely. So let's hope that happened. And if there's problems, I don't think I trust the work. I feel good about the work. I did the research. I did the correspondence with others. I looked and searched, and everywhere I went, I was finding things I would think ahead on, like the nails that I was going to replace the trim and nail that up. Everywhere I kind of went, it was like, okay, look for something, and then eventually you get it, and it's at least on hand. Shopping to get all things in order before, because I'm 45 minutes from any store to get shit like that, or order it, or I gotta order it. So I'm gonna do a little shop back and get it cleaned up. So next step is just getting it set back up to be in it, and that doesn't need to happen this second. Right now I'm just still putting the boards back in on the bed. I need to just vacuum that out. I just dropped a bunch of shit in there, so I'm gonna just zoop, and then put the boards back on. The slats, I guess, or I don't know, the boards, these are slats, I guess. But the boards that go over that, and then the cushions, and whoa, we're done. Okay.